श्रीमौद्गल्य श्रीवत्ससगोत्रजातौ श्री अप्पलार्यरत्नमार्य तनुभवौ द्वौ श्रीमच्छटारिचरणाम्बुजचञ्चरीकौ श्रीरङ्गरामानुजदेशिकौस्तुमः। अहं गृह्णामि मनसा मनांसि मम चित्तम् अनुचित्तेभिः आयत् मम वशेष हृदयानि वह कृणोमि मम यात मम वर्मण यत. This is a stanza from Atharvana Veda requesting the attention of audience by the speaker. And I shall salute my teachers and proceed to Tkvr, Temple Kiosk of Vedic Relics, Alps, RD mode. Atriyasa Gotrajatam Jagannatharya Satputram Sri Pardhasaradhim Vande Matulam Mahimatulam Kausikanvaya Sanjatam Tirvengadarya Suputram Krishnavarya Gurum Vande Vividha Shastra Sevatim. Today I salute particularly two of my maternal uncles, Pardhasaradhi Acharya and Sriman Pardhasaradhi Acharya and Sriman Krishnamacharya. One is a great personality in literature. Second one is equally good in literature as well as music. These two in those days were very famous for creativity. So I could learn a bit from them. So that's why I salute them and I proceed to the concept of the Guru concept that is observed in Marangandi Sri Rangacharya with the help of Matthew Arnold's poem Rugby Chapel. Yes, we have seen that Matthew Arnold referred first of all the least category people. It is the want of writers, Kavi Sarvabahumas and all those people. While doing stuti in the beginning, they will pray Lord Almighty and different idols and kings, etc. Then they will launch upon Kukavi Ninda. That means they will observe the indecent nature of certain people in the society who cannot understand poetry, so they just feel sorry for them. That is called Kukavininda. Like that, Matthew Arnold also, he did not do directly Kukavininda, but he mentioned most of the people eddy about, they will live and laughter vanish. They will eat, drink, charter, earn, squander, those things they have done. And second category, he says, we have chosen our path. Yes, we know how to proceed. Path to a clear purposed goal, path of advance, but it leads a long steep journey through sunken gorges. Sunken gorges means if you are trying to trek along the mountains, you can identify there will be holes, there will be gorgeous holes in the mountain, అంటే బొరియలు పెద్ద పగుళ్ళు ఉంటాయి, దాంట్లో పడిపోతాం మనం. గార్జెస్ ఓవర్ ద మౌంటైన్ ఇన్ స్నో, cheerful with friends we set forth, then on the height comes the storm. In the beginning everybody will be very happy to launch upon the expedition. In Oriental colleges also, in those days, not today, not in these days, people joined Oriental college due to one reason. One is free of cost, they need not pay any tuition fee, and lodging and boarding, everything will be given them freely, and after 5 years, certain lump sum amount of money will be deposited in their account like that. In the beginning, 40 students will be there. At the final year level, some 7 or 8 students will be remaining at all. That was especially for grammar, tarka, mimamsa, like that it happens. It is just like that. The reasons I don't want to explain. I don't want to talk also. Right. So, over mountains in the snow, they start cheerful with friends, they set forth. Then on the height comes the storm. Thunder crashes from rock to rock, and the cataracts reply. Cataracts means, yes, torrents of water, jalapatal, flow of water. They reply. Lightnings dazzle our eyes, and roaring torrents have breached the track. The stream bed descends in the place where the way farmer once planted his foot earlier. Due to this flow of water or thunder, etc., automatically the path will be washed off, and you will not be knowing the track which is to be adopted for, like that. And the wayfarer once planted his footstep, and havoc is made in our train. Automatically, we do not know how to proceed. Once upon a time, of course, nowadays it has become a common practice to go foreign for higher studies, something like that. Once upon a time, unless you are having a proper knowledge, if you go to a new place, you do not know the path to be adopted, the mode to be taken into account, like that. So even today also, many people just go abroad, and they will not be getting the particular kind of training they expect. And most of the people who will be studying there, and they have to go for part-time jobs in different places. The same part-time job in India, they will not be doing it all. That's the problem. Like that, automatically, so many difficulties will be there. The environment will be totally changed. Friends who set forth at our side falter and at last in the storm. Then automatically, just like a pot thrown at flow, how the pieces will be scattered, people will become like that. We only are left with frowned foreheads, with lips sternly compressed, with a strain on, and at nightfall, at last, come to the end of our way. And when we are starting, in the beginning, we'll be 20 or 30 in number. But by the time we reach our target, our band will be comprised of only 3 or 4 people only. And yes, there will be the particular host to receive us, to the only in mid the ox, where the grunt and taciturn host stands on the threshold. On the threshold, yes, the person will be there. It is just like we people think of philosophy, doing so many sadhanas, praying so many gods. We shall reach there in a particular place of Almighty, that abode. And he will ask, yes, what you have done? How many people you have brought along with you? What are the things you have done? Like that he will ask. The host is a stern one, and taciturn host stands on the threshold. The wind, shaking his thin white hairs, holds his lantern to scan our storm-beat figures and ask whom in our party we bring, whom we have left in the snow. Yes, Almighty will ask the same question any time. Yes, you got Paramapada, you got Moksha, agreed. But during your lifetime, how many people you have advised them to follow the path? How many people you have guided? How many people you have got along with you? All these things you'll ask. In Bhagavad Gita also it is there. If you know how to cross over, you will make others cross over also. Cross over the difficulty. But if you say that I am the only person who crossed the ocean and came here, it is not great. The same thing he says. Sadly we answer, we bring only ourselves. We have come. There is no other person, ourselves. We lost sight of the rest in a storm. When we have started, as a band of people, we have started, agreed. But due to the storm, we are scattered. That's the problem. That means, usually, in any particular project, in the beginning, everybody will be feeling so happy and so elated. But the company will not be as it is until the end. You observe that one. Every time People launch upon certain project like that only. By the end of the project, only hardly 2 or 3 people will be left out. Similarly, when we are getting a training from gurus also, in the beginning, everybody will feel, yes, I shall become almost equal to guru. I shall excel guru, like that. Agreed. But after the course is over, when they come to the practical field, out of all these people, how many are really adhering to the path shown by guru? You observe that one. Seteshu jayate suraha. If you give training for 100 people, only one fellow will become bold and he will be ready to attack the enemies. Seteshu jayate suraha. Similarly, if you train 1,000 people, yes, one person will understand clearly the concept. If you take 1 lakh, there will be hardly 1 or 2 people who can really stand as an example and guide the people. Yes. Finally, they said, Shrota na durlabha. Finally, out of so many people, if you take, if it is really a single person who can listen to you, it is impossible to get such a person, such an ardent person, such a person who is adherent to you, to listen to you. They say, there are 2 or 3 proverbs are there like this. And sadly we answer, we bring only ourselves. We lost sight of the rest in the storm. Hardly ourselves we fought through, stripped without friends as we are, friends, companions, and train the available that was swept by the avalanche from our side. So that is the situation. Kani Bhagavantudu ekaki na rameta ani cheppi, he will not enjoy in solitude. He cannot enjoy the company of a single devotee who is adhering to his path. No. అతనితో పాటు 10 మంది వచ్చినట్టయితే ఆయనకి ఆనందం. అంటే జనం ఉన్నందుకు కాదు, ఒక భక్తుడు తనతో పాటుగా తన లాంటి వాళ్ళని ఒక 10 మందిని తయారు చేసి అందించి పట్టుకొచ్చాడు అని ఆనందం అన్నమాట. చూడండి, when Dharmaja, all these people went to Bhishmacharya, Dharmaja only did not go there. Along with him, his brothers, his retinue, nearly 2,000 people, headed by Lord Krishna, went to Bhishmacharya and learnt Shanti Parva, Anusasanika Parva, those precepts they have learned. Like that. Vibhishana, as single-handedly, simply he did not go there. He followed along with his 4 followers. Sugriva did not approach Sri Rama alone, along with Hanuma, Nala, Neela, Sushena, Jaba, like these people. Like that, God expects, the Supreme expects some more people to be following along with him to come to the abode. So that's why we say Samasta Parivaraya Sarva Divya Mangala Vigrahaya. But yes, Marangandi Swami and all such people belong to the 3rd category, that is the top 3, topmost category. But thou wouldest not be alone. Be saved, my father, guru, and mentor alone. Yes, you are my savior. You are my benefactor. You are the person. You are guru. You are my guide. You are the inspiration. Yes, you will not be alone. You will conquer and come to the goal. You will conquer all of us, and along with us, you will reach the goal. Leaving the rest in the wild. You are not like that. Suppose a person is not bothered about you, you will not turn that side at all. But in the beginning, you will try your level best to turn him to be in your retinue. And once they accept, you will catch hold of them and lead to the just beautiful path. You lead along the beautiful path and make us sublime in our nothing, and leaving the rest in the wild. అంటే ఏమిటి? ప్రపంచాన్ని బాగు చేయడమే మీ లక్ష్యం. Leaving the rest in the wild. Rest, the word used by Arnold is sarcastical. Rest, it has 2 meanings. leaving other people to take rest. No, leaving the rest, you will just move again. And we were weary and we are fearful and we are in our march, fain to drop down and to die. No doubt you will be encouraging us, you will be prompting us, you will be guiding us, goading us, you will be trying to ignite our spirit. But naturally, we may not be reaching your level. And that's why we may become weak. We may become vacillatory minded. Unbalanced state of mind will conquer us. That's the situation. And in our march, fain to drop down and to die. Finally, we'll be melting into oblivion. But yes, still thou turnest and still beckonest the trembler and still gavest the hand. Siddham Sampradaye, Stiradhiyam, Anagam, etc. Vedanta Disika says, Samaya Niyataya Sadhurcha Sametam. Also, Skalitya Syasitaram, Dambasu Yadimuktam. All those qualities are explained by Matthew Arnold in the poem. Still thou turnest and still beckonest the trembler and still gavest the hand. In the beginning, we could not follow his speed of vocabulary. Malangadi Sri Rangacharya Swami, his strain of language is so excellent. It is just like torrents of Ganges, like that. We have no chance to copy down the words. We cannot match the speed of the vocabulary like that. Later he said, yes, I shall try to explain you in a slower pace. For 2 minutes only he will do that one. Later he will come back to it. But he has seen that at one stage we never wrote the notes in shorthand, in longhand only, matching with his speed of vocabulary, the speed of the strain, like that. So he will beckon it, he will give us a helping hand, like that, a trembler, and still give us the hand. If in the path of the world stones might have wounded thy feet, yes, it is not so easy to train people. How Sriman Sri Rangacharya Swami suffered in training students, we have seen, and with his name, how people have become popular, and later they just forgot him, and whatever they have learned, it is due to the blessing of Guru, but they never think of Guru at all. At least once in a year, they cannot come to the particular meeting also, like that. Yes. And in the path of the world, stones might have wounded thy feet. Toil and dejection have tried you, have tired you and tried you. Thy spirit of that we saw nothing. As I told you, he met with a fatal accident. Prior to recovery, he conducted classes for us. When he is in bed, when we visited him, he started reciting slokas. Yes, copy down. Apana, bring a pen and paper to brother. He will write, sir, we just visited you. We paid a visit to you. No. Tomorrow, such people will not be there to give you these stanzas. Like that. He never felt tired at all, and that we saw nothing in the spirit. To us, the what? Still cheerful and helpful and firm. You may be having so many disappointments, but you never expressed any such feeling. Yes, I remember how other scholars are honored, but Sri Rangacharya Swami was kept in some other line for so many years. He never bothered. Okay, leave it. Why do you bother about that one? Like that. Sorry, I am going to personal things. It happened when during 70 to 78, and all of a sudden, when he has discoursed on a topic in Vijayawada, in a particular place, all leading legends of those days were spellbound to listen to him. The topic was Kausalya Sumitra Kaika analysis. Everybody, usually any normal speaker, will take the story or the particular slokas, etc. But the creative genius have presented the topic in a totally different way, which is not expected by any of the scholars of those days. Sorry. I don't want to insult people, but it happened. He has taken Tirumantra, Kausalya, Dvayamantra, Sumitra, Charamasloka, Kaika. So, like that, he explained Mumukshupadi in the light of the three characters for 2 hours. People in the coastal belt were surprised for the presentation. Later, then the essay was printed, abridged in one magazine also. Then onward, still in coastal belt, at a particular place, he was not given a chance to speak, but his student got a chance. The same thing said by great people of those days. Your Acharya was not invited here any time, but you got the blessings of Acharya, so you could attend this one like that. So that's why I'm saying the gurus will not be bothered about all these things. And be thou wouldst not alone be saved. My father, mentor, they say, to us the word still cheerful and helpful and firm. Therefore to thee it was given, many to say with thyself. Yes, whether people remember or not, you have shown them path. You have shown them a particular way of presentation. Yes, directly or indirectly. Even today, one class of Sanskrit scholars, Sanskrit lecturers in both Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, around about 500 names if you take, out of 500, nearly 400 people got the training from Sri Rangacharya Swami only. In North Indian universities also, so many of his students retired as professors there. That's a greatness. To us, the word so cheerful, helpful and firm, therefore to thee it was given, many to save with thyself. And at the end of the day, O faithful shepherd, to come bringing the sheep in thy hand. If a sheep is going astray, you will come yourself and protect the sheep and bring that one to the pen once again. You will direct. You will not hurt the sheep at all. You will take care of those people, bringing the sheep in thy hand. Yes, you are a representative of Vasishtha, Vyasa, Sri Shuka, like that, such great people. Yes. And through thee, I believe in the noble and great who are gone, pure souls, honored and blessed by former ages. Yes, in you we observe the replicas of great gurus of times immemorial. Yes, we remember them. And who else such souls so poor in the race of men whom I see? Yes, today many people claim, yes, we are great scholars, we are great speakers, we have 12 assistants, we have 40 followers always will be following. If you want to get an appointment from me, you have to wait for 2.5 years later. Then like that, yes, they will be doing. But in this one, how many will match with your caliber and potential? Seemed but a dream of the heart. Yes, to dream also it is very difficult. Such people we cannot get. Seemed but a cry of desire. Yes, we cry for such teachers. We cry for them. ఆర్తనాదంతో ఎదురు చూస్తాం. అన్ని ఉపన్యాసాలు వింటుంటే ఎక్కడైనా ఒక చోట కొత్త పాయింట్ దొరుకుతుందా అని వెతుక్కుంటుంటాం మేమంతా కూడా. కానీ స్వామి ఆచార్య, మీరు పాఠం చెప్పేటప్పుడు రోజు విన్న అదే శ్లోకం ధర్మాత్మ సత్యసంధస్య, లేకపోతే ఆపదామ భర్తారు, లేకపోతే ఇంకొకటేదో శంఖచక్ర గదాపాణి, భారతం కావచ్చు, భాగవతం, ఏది తీసుకున్నా ఎక్కడ తీసుకుంటున్నా ఎక్కడ ఏ కొత్త కోణాన్ని ఎలా అందుకుంటారు స్వామి మీరు అనిపించారు. ఒకసారి పాండవుల గురించి చెప్పారు మీరు, ఎంత అందంగా చెప్పారండి. 5 నిమిషాలు చెప్పారు. అది దాసుడికి 50 రోజులు పెట్టింది. ఏమిటో తెలుసిన, సహదేవుడు అంటే యజ్ఞం, అందుకని he has tended the cows, that's all. And as a shepherd boy, is a cowhead boy, for that reason. And నకులుడు అంటే నక్కుల నిష్కామ కర్మ అలాంటి. అందుకని హీ హాజ్ టేకెన్ కేర్ ఆఫ్ ది స్టేబుల్స్ ఆఫ్ హార్సెస్. ఆ తర్వాత అర్జునుడు ఉన్నాడు. అర్జునుడు అంటే జ్ఞానం, అండ్ జ్ఞానం కలిగిన వాడికి ఆర్జవగుణం, స్ట్రైట్ ఫార్వర్డ్నెస్, అండ్ హీ విల్ బి ఎన్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్ ఇన్ ఆల్ సార్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ ఆర్ట్స్. డాన్సర్ అయ్యాడు ఆయన మహానుభావుడు ఇక్కడ అర్జునుడు. భీమా నెవర్ ఫియర్, దట్ మీన్స్ డివోషన్. భక్తి కలిగిన వాడికి భయం ఉండదు. అందుకని భక్తి కలిగిన వాడు రోజుకో రకం పదార్థం తీసి స్వామికి అర్పణ చేస్తాడు. అందుకని మట్టవాడు అయ్యాడు. ధర్మజ శరణాగతి. ధర్మరాజు అంటే మన ధర్మం ఏమిటి? శరణాగతి. చేయగలిగినంత చేసేసి క్వాజీ నాన్ సరెండర్ టు ద లార్డ్. ద్రౌపది శ్రద్ధ. 5 ఇంద్రియాలకి శ్రద్ధ ఉండాలి కదా, వీళ్ళకి 5కి శ్రద్ధ ఉండాలి కదా. శ్రద్ధను ఎవరు రక్షిస్తారు? భక్తి రక్షిస్తుంది. భక్తి శ్రద్ధ ఉన్నది ఎక్కడ? విరాట పురుషుడు, విరాట నగరం, విరాట రాజు ఆయన. లైక్ దిస్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్డ్. హూ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇన్ దిస్ ట్రైన్ నౌ ఇన్ దిస్ ఫీల్డ్? నో. ఎస్, we feel we seemed but a dream of that heart, seemed but a cry of desire. Yet I believe that there lived others like thee in the past. Yes, we might not have seen them, but people lived in the past. Not like the men of the crowd who all around me today. Yes, I remember that one. Bluster or cringe or make life hideous and arid and vile. These people will bluster అంటే దంభములు మాట్లాడతారు. పావలా ఉంటే 5 రూపాయలు అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్ ఇస్తారు వాళ్ళంతే. బ్లస్టర్, క్రింజ్, దే విల్ బి బిహేవింగ్ లైక్ ఫాక్సెస్, దట్స్ ఆల్. నక్క చిత్తులు ఉంటాయి. అండ్ మేక్ లైఫ్ hideous and arid and vile. The life will become dry and cruel with the people. What can we do? Yes, that's all. But souls of tempered with fire, fervent, heroic, and good helpers of friends of mankind. ఎన్ని వందల సార్లు అనాలండి ఇది ఒక్కసారి. యువర్ సోల్స్ ఆర్ టెంపర్డ్ విత్ ఫైర్, యువర్ సోల్స్ ఆర్ fervent, heroic, good helpers of mankind, good helpers and friends of mankind. మిమ్మల్ని ఏమని పిలవాలండి? సర్వెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ గాడ్ ఆర్ సన్స్? షల్ ఐ కాల్ యూ? Shall I call servant of God? No, sons of God I shall call you. Not as a servant. I know your father's innermost mind. You are son of a God. Servant of God is no. Servant not. Son of a God. Because father's innermost mind, you know. His whose unwillingly sees one of the little ones lost. You will not see that if anybody is lost. Like that. Yours is the praise. If the mankind hath not yet in its march fainted and fallen and died. See, in the rocks of the world marches the host of mankind, a feeble wavering line. మీ దగ్గర కూడా మేము వచ్చినప్పుడు మొదట్లో 15 మంది 10 మంది దాకా ఉండేవాళ్ళం. గ్రంథం పూర్తి అయ్యేనాటికి 6 మిగిలాము. ఇట్ ఇస్ ఫీబుల్ లైన్, వేవరింగ్ లైన్. వేర్ ఆర్ ది ట్రెండింగ్? మార్షల్ దెమ్ అండ్ ఏ గాడ్ గివెన్ యూ టు మార్షల్ దెమ్. అలాంటి గురువులు ఇప్పుడు ఉన్నారా? లేరు. బట్ ద వే ఈజ్ సో లాంగ్. ఇయర్స్ దే హ్యావ్ బీన్ ఇన్ ద వైల్డ్. సోర్ థర్స్ట్ ప్లేగ్స్ దెమ్. ద రాక్స్ రైజింగ్ ఆల్ రౌండ్. ఓవర్ ఫ్యాక్షన్స్ డివైడ్ దెమ్. దెన్ దేర్ హోస్ట్ థ్రెటన్స్ టు బ్రేక్ అండ్ టు డిజాల్వ్. మా విద్యార్థులమంతా ఇలాగే అవుతుంటాం. కానీ యూ విల్ బి ట్రయింగ్ టు మెండస్, నాట్ ట్రయింగ్, యూ విల్ మెండస్. కీప్ దెమ్ కంబైన్డ్. ఎల్స్ of the myriads multitudes who fill that army, not one shall arrive. Nobody will be coming, but you will be the person. Soul, they shall stag in the rocks, labor forever in vain, die one by one in the waste. We will be dying one by one. We cannot be in a position to labor, and in such a position you will there. Then, in such an hour of need of your fainting, despited race, you like angels appear, radiant with ardent fire, ardent divine beacons of hope. You appear. Languor is not your world. ఎప్పుడు కూడా మీరు బాధపడరు, అసలు నిరాశ ఉండదు. వీక్నెస్ నాట్ ఇన్ యువర్ వర్డ్, weariness not on your brow. You alight in our van, in your van, at your voice. Panic, despair, flee away. మీ మాట వినగానే అవన్నీ పోతాయి. ఒక్కసారిగా ఉత్సాహం కలుగుతుంది. Ye move through the ranks, recall the stragglers, refresh our people, and praise, re-inspire the brains, ardor, courage, return eyes kindled by you, and prayers follow your steps as you go. You will see that we are motivated properly. Ye fill up the gaps in our fights, strengthen the wavering line, establish, continue our march on to the city of God. Yes, it's something great. You are not only a good man saving your own soul but by righteousness, but you have carried so many others with you in your hand. You have saved them if they would let him along with himself. Like that, you are such a great man. He changed the face of Oriental and philosophical education. Yes, you are the person, a man of unbounded energy and determination and moral earnestness. You have guided, goaded, and instructed not only your students but also the people around you have done. Yes, you are a legend. You are a living legend. You are a legend forever. I salute, oh Guruji, in the words of Matthew Arnold in Rugby Chapel. And like this, how many stanzas I have to repeat from Shelley, Bacon, Chaucer, Shakespeare, and so. No, it is just like trying to show the greatness of sun who is blazing in the sky with a small lamp. Sorry, but I am trying. I cannot measure the quantity of water in the ocean, but I am trying to measure that one with a small stable spoon. That's what I am trying. I salute for your fond memory, Guruji. And with this one, this episode concludes. Again, in some other episodes, with some other writer and some other incidents, we shall proceed. Thank you very much.